Taurus man Sagittarius woman, are they compatible? A Taurus man falling in love with a Sagittarius woman is a sight to behold. However, this doesn't come without any challenges. You see, a Taurus man easily gets along with a Sagittarius woman. They can be great friends and acquaintances. In fact, even in the context of friendship, a lot of people will see their interaction with a different meaning. A relationship between a Taurus male and female can be challenging. Sure, they have this degree of compatibility at first. But once they engage in a serious relationship, their innate differences would come alive. As a result, their togetherness can be short-lived. Taurus man Sagittarius woman, general compatibility. Interestingly, the Sagittarius woman is the last person a Taurus man would think when it comes to sexual intimacy. Even if things are seemingly placed harmoniously, these two zodiacs cannot just simply jive with one another. Based on verified experiences, the sexual activity between a Sagittarius woman and Taurus man is quite low. There are multiple reasons that can be blamed for this. When they are together, they can't seem to get in the right track. They don't have a grasp to the individual nuances of each other. They don't have a grasp on what makes the other person tick. For instance, there have been a lot of cases where a Sagittarius woman think that their Taurus partner is not interested in sex. She will believe that the latter is just too occupied with work or other things that they would just ignore any sexual ideas. This particular interaction simply overshadows the idea that these zodiacs are governed by two intimate gods, Jupiter and Venus. You would just get frustrated, but this is the predicament of this relationship. But is this the end of their story? I do beg to disagree. Although it is completely rare, a Taurus man and Sagittarius woman can still find an intimate ground. The key for this to happen is pouring effort. It is not just about zodiacs anymore. The more you build your relationship, the more you can understand the traits of your partner. Even if it is a difficult task, you should still fulfill it. After all, that's the only way you can stay together, especially if you and your partner belong to zodiacs that have less compatibility. A Sagittarius woman has to slow down. Meanwhile, a Taurus male has to avoid being too dense. Otherwise, they will never achieve anything. If you care about your relationship, then bring your game to the next level. Taurus-Sagittarius relationship, trust level. One should know that the zodiac Sagittarius is closely related to honesty and veracity. Since it is a Sagittarius woman, it is indeed reasonable that she will never tell a lie. She would never even attempt to make one. That's how sincere this symbol is. However, things do change when a Sagittarius woman engages with a Taurus male. All the good traits can be puffed like a cloud of smoke, especially if any of the parties don't get enough attention from each other. While it is true that a Sagittarius woman can provide the right level of commitment to their partner, this doesn't mean that they are impervious to lying. The reason is still unknown, but once a Sagittarius woman is not getting enough from a Taurus man, she will try to be deceptive. If the Taurus male will discover this act, he will find it disgusting. Even a simple lie can cause major fights and breakups. The trust level between these two zodiacs is not that great. I have to be blunt on that. Of course, they can still keep an honest relationship. It is their choice anyway. Lying and being honest are simply decisions that you have to pick. There's no zodiac that will make you prone to dishonesty, hence, it should be blamed for any distasteful lies. A relationship between a Taurus man and Sagittarius woman can easily be rocked by lies. The broken feelings can never be mended once it is there already. This could cause severed relationships. Once this happens, both parties can go on their separate paths without feeling any hint of guilt. Noticeably, there are some people who discourage a Taurus and Sagittarius marriage. If you have encountered such a suggestion, then you should already know the reason behind it. However, you should never be weakened by it. Just like I said, things can get better once effort and sincerity are being applied. Taurus man Sagittarius woman, communication. It takes two to tango. That's why when a Taurus man collides with a Sagittarius woman, constant communication is always pivotal. Despite the unlikely compatibility of these two signs, they are apparently good at communicating with each other. They don't feel any hesitation when they are together. They can talk about anything. In fact, they will not be reluctant to share their innermost secrets. This is the very reason why I told that these two zodiacs could be great friends. Take into account that Taurus is derived from the Moon while Sagittarius is guided by Jupiter. Therefore, it is entirely natural that these two zodiacs can be good when it comes to civil relationships. You can always feel that their interaction has a certain level of depth. Perhaps, that's the very culprit why a lot of people think that these two zodiacs have high compatibility. A Taurus man and Sagittarius may have different upbringings and life stances. They may differ in opinions and interests. But these differences and idiosyncrasies will never break their connectivity. These two simply enjoy the idea that they are communicating openly. Conclusion: both the Taurus and Sagittarius zodiacs are not antagonistic to one another. It is just that their compatibility is quite low. Because of this fact, I don't recommend a relationship between these two signs. They will face a lot of ordeals because of their varying personalities and nuances. Although these challenges can be overcome, doing it proves to be difficult. That's it for now. If you have questions or suggestions about compatibilities about any zodiac sign, just drop them in the comments section below.